I can't believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
He's a living god. I'm sure he was just busy. We should have waited longer.
I know, but we're not getting any younger.
We'll have a chance to see him again. Vivek City isn't that far away, you know. How's Lalu? Wonderful.
What? Me parece que era aquí.
Hold still, stop weaving. We could buy a fella a drink.
Con Bella. Oh. Enamorado de 4 babies.
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing can change that. What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redaran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk. More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oran's death. House councillors, Redaran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay. Riven was Oran's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Asher, you might be the only friend I have left. So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house registry, provided I can actually get them to talk to me. There's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling with cultists. We need to find them before Vatala and his soldiers wind up sacrificed to some Daedric prince. We'll get Vatala and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or get out of my way. Let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormaran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that we'll learn who's responsible for Oran's death soon. Then blood will flow. As far as I'm concerned, rules got my brother killed. They don't apply to me anymore. Besides, to find the soldiers, we're probably going to have to carve a path through those cultists. The Morag Tong won't care about that. That's what the handbook says. Look, I know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you.
No, never.
You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise his death will be the first of many. We have to be able to resist laws that make no sense or get people hurt, without being afraid of getting exiled. I know Vatala. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault. Always spouting nonsense about house and honor above all. He was devoted to my brother, though. Ulran considered him to be one of his best. Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatala and his soldiers to remain quiet. Decided to take responsibility and save them any heartache. I hope these soldiers remember that when we find them.
El que diga que cantó de la verga le va a partir toda su puta madre. Cállate, gatita. Vergazo, gatita. ¿Debe ser aquí? Vas a venir a molestar para matarte,
You're here, I'm here, the damn cultists are here. You know who isn't here? Vatala and his squad. Naryu's probably busy clearing her writ, and we don't have time to wait. This opportunity to learn more about what happened to Ulran won't last much longer. We need to find that squad of soldiers. Fine. You wait for Naryu. I'm going to go and find those soldiers. Their orders were to scout the old stronghold. I suggest we search along the outskirts and see if we can pick up their trail.
Neta que nomás hay una entrada. yo por qué agarraría?
Corporal Darble. I knew him. But the others, they're civilians. They must have taken Tellem's soldiers inside. There we go. Let's get inside and find the others before it's too late. Let's find the soldiers and get out of here before these stupid cultists realize what's happening.
Who's that? We won't let you take us without a fight. Wait, Bea, is that you?
Thank the three! You're all still alive!
¿Dónde agarran todo eso? Uy.
Damage Exworth, Zona, we are a drama-free and elitist-free guild that focuses on the social aspects of the game while also covering all content of the game, both normal and veteran. We run trials, overland events, and gear runs. We have a Discord, full guild hall, and active guild chat. Smiley face.
I'm not sure what you and Vea are doing here, but let us
Damage
out.
Exworth,
Then we can
Zona,
return Vea to her
Gremio,
father.
Hakuna Matata.
Councillor Eris has been terribly worried since she disappeared. This isn't the time or the place to have that discussion. Get the key to this cage and then we can find a private place to talk. One of the cultists carries the key. I don't think he's too far away. We hear him patrolling around every so often. Free us, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. You have my word as a veteran and as an officer.
You find the key. Me and Vatala. We're going to have a little chat while we're waiting.
Vea, I'm just trying to protect you.
From what? The truth?
Oxy_Moxie, Zona,
to know who
looking
did
for a
this to my
donation-based
brother.
social guild with an active Discord, has full-stocked crafting halls, organized guild events like auction, raffle, house contests, and also run groups for bosses, fishing, dailies, trials, etc. Join the Gremio, Knights of Grove. More about us in our guild link when you press square.
Ah, another sacrifice for the Prince of Bargains.
Cola, ok. ¿Qué va a pasar?
Vea, wait! You can't leave us like this! I knew I shouldn't have told Vea the truth. I just made everything worse. Please let us out of here. We have to stop Vea before she does something she'll regret. I told her what she wanted to hear. I was with Captain Ulran the day everything happened. I was commanded to lure the Ashlanders to town and set up a situation for Ulran to deal with. My orders were to invite the Ashlanders to Balmora to trade, send some local toughs to instigate a commotion, and then get Ulran to investigate. It was just supposed to be a loyalty test. Who expected Ulran to kill his own soldier to save a savage? Captain Brevin, though he was still a lieutenant at the time, as soon as I explained all this to Vea, her face turned dark and she stormed out of here. I think she's going to Balmora to kill him. You need to let me out so I can warn the captain. Thank you. Now, get to Balmora and stop Vea before she does something she'll regret.
¿Por qué no tengo esa mamada de intimidad? Es momento de conseguir eso, ¿no? Porque lo que hizo está mal, yo lo he dejado podrido de ir puto por mentir.
Commander's return.
Feeding that troll.
Get your ass over here, hero. We've got a situation and it's not good. Get your ass over here, hero. We've got a situation and it's not good. I leave you and Vea alone for a couple of hours and everything goes to oblivion in an ore cart. Why did Vea leave the safe house? And why is House Redrun tearing the city apart to find her?
Oye, Ángela, nomás llegas tú y empiezas a chingar. Sí, está bien, está bien. En tu imaginación.
You did what? I suppose you thought that was a good idea? Well, the damage is done. At least tell me you found something to make this debacle a little more palatable. That explains why Vea broke into the kin house. I'm not sure what happened in there, but she certainly stirred up the Redrun soldiers. Vea might still be inside. Or she might have given them the slip. She could be anywhere by now. If Vea kills Briven without a writ, the Morog Tong and House Redrun will both want her head on a silver platter. You check the kin house. I'll grab Ashur and see if we can pick up Vea's trail in the streets. Don't let me down, hero.
Now the streets. Search the buildings. Vea Releth does not leave this city.
The young woman, she killed them all. Didn't say a word, just walked in, drew her blades, and cut down every soldier who tried to stop her. She headed upstairs to Captain Briven's apartment, I think. I can't believe she killed all these soldiers. No, she totally ignored us. Just the soldiers. Nobody else was harmed.
Curse my lot.
Fue la misión pasada, era de...
the meaning of this? Where are the soldiers? If you're looking for my husband, I'll tell you the same thing that I told that brazen young woman. The council is meeting outside Balmora, and Briven is protecting the councillors. Now, if you don't mind, I've had more than enough excitement. I could barely make sense of the nonsense she was spouting. It was Vea, Councillor Eris's daughter. Everything she said was a ramble. Something about my husband betraying her brother, that my Briven had to suffer just as she was suffering. She had a knife, but no, she didn't harm me. She said her brother wouldn't hurt an innocent, that I wasn't responsible for his death. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Because I certainly... You shouldn't get involved. That young woman will hasten her own death if she thinks she can get past my husband and his soldiers. But if you insist, the meeting is taking place at the garrison north of Balmora. Dead soldiers? They were just protecting the kin house. I'll go stay with my sister in Vivek. Briven's the finest. Please tell me you found Vea. I can already feel the cold steel of the executioner's blade on the back of my neck. Is Vea trying to get herself killed? You can't just barge into a veteran garrison and ask the soldiers to stand aside while you murder their captain. We have to get to her before she gets to Briven. She murdered soldiers without a writ. This is a dark path she's decided to follow. And unless we play this just right, it's not going to end well for any of us. Let's find Vea and put a stop to this. We can deal with any consequences after that.
Resulta que yo llevo las mamadas de la pinche, güey.
I heard she slaughtered everyone in the kin house. That girl was probably... Wait, are you sure? I heard it was the more on top. Had a writ in the house alone. Ha!
I don't like the looks of this. Briven is using war claws to patrol the garrison instead of veteran soldiers. Either house forces are stretched thinner than I thought, or Briven wants to justify the use of mercenaries to the council.
Eso no pinta bien. Briven está usando los garras bélicas en lugar de los
Devil-Dragon 434, zona, mapa del tesoro, Malabaltor 5. Devil_Dragon 434, Zona, auction starting at 100 gold.
Refused to employ mercenaries. He hated counting on thugs to do the right thing. I expect the Veteran Council feels the same. Maybe Briven's trying to show them what the war claws can do. The war claws may be a blessing in disguise. I can explain killing these bastards a lot easier than trying to wipe Redrin blood off my hands. Let's go stop Vea. I'm ready when you are, hero. There's no stealthy way to approach this. The front door's our only option. Then we track down Briven, find Vea, bonk her on the head, and get her out of here before she does something I can't fix. Easy as gore apple pie. Glad to see we all made it. Now let's find Briven before Vea skewers him. Like many veteran structures, this place is huge and designed to serve a multitude of purposes. We're going to need to split up to cover it all. We must find Briven and keep him alive until I can talk some sense into my damn apprentice. He's going to be as mad as a bullnetch and twice as ugly, provided we can actually convince him we're here to save his sorry hide and that we're not part of a plot to kill him and the counselors. Just another day at the fair, right, hero? Nothing yet, eh? I hear voices behind this door, but it's locked tight. Keep looking. I haven't so much as heard or seen even a whisper of Briven yet. Just locked. It's always important to figure out where a target keeps its wine. In this case, down in the cellars. There's a staircase back where we first came in, and I'll figure out how to get this door open, just in case. You know, attending a House Veteran Council meeting was always a secret goal of mine. Right after getting a lusty Argonian maiden to scrape my flesh raw with her abrasive tongue.
is on his way. Soon we'll have a permanent job in House Reddering, yes?
Spreader!
Healer! They have interfered for the last time. Heal me.
Sounds like a... You! What are you doing here? Explain yourself! What in the name of the three are you up to? I thought you worked for Councillor Eris. You better have a damn good reason for killing the mercenary leader. I ought to sound the alarm and let her warriors deal with the likes of you. Vea? She's barely out from under her mother's apron and she presumes to judge my actions? No matter. Whatever your motives, nothing justifies the blatant killing of Ferhara and her mercenaries. Councillor Eris can't protect you this time, Outlander. Ah, now everything becomes clear. Vea learned something of her brother's fate and wants to retaliate. Then let her come. But know this. I merely set the events in motion. I didn't conceive the plan. You're looking for the responsible party. Then look no further than Councillor Eris. He wanted to prove his son's loyalty to the House. To show that Oren's fascination with the savage Ashlanders hadn't corrupted him. Well, look how that turned out. A test Oren failed. Eris was devastated when his son sided with the savages, and his daughter ran away. He decided to resign his position. He'll make the announcement today. Eris hopes to restore his family, but I think it's a lost cause.
That's for Oren. Choke on your own blood, you bastard. My father, the entire council, they're all guilty. They all have to die. I have to do this, so stay out of my way.
Vea actually did it. She killed Brivin in cold blood. Vea killed Brivin without a writ. It was pure, focused rage. I never expected her to go through with it. If Vea doesn't get herself killed up there, the Morag Tong will hunt her down and execute her, like a rabid gua. I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. Vea can't be allowed to kill the councillors. We have to stop her. It's more than me and Vea's lives on the line. Something like this could just... The Morag Tong only recently began to find acceptance again. Vea's actions don't just reflect badly on me. They could be used to force us back into the shadows, maybe even disband us all together. We have to get ahead of her. Cut her off. There's a door on the main floor, near the kitchens, that should allow us to come at the council meeting from another direction. I was able to get it open when I was scouting around up there. Let's go. Nothing's more important than reaching the council meeting. If the mercenaries get in our way, cut them down.
The meat of shave skins.
We'll deal with it. We're safe in here. There's no need to panic.
No need to panic. She's cut down every mercenary in her way. Her father won't be able to stop her.
Veya's getting close. We're running out of time. Let me try to open this door.
Vea, daughter. I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Come on, stubborn, stupid look.
Father, why? Does the house really matter more than your own son?
I needed to protect Ulron, to prove his loyalty. If I could do it all over again.
But you can't! None of us can! That's why I have to do this!
That's an order!
I'm not your apprentice anymore. The house has grown corrupt, evil. That's why all the councillors have to die.
Hola.
No more rules! No more secrets! House Redoran falls today!
Enough, Vea! This isn't the way! Veya's down. It's over.
So much bloodshed. So much needless death. If only Eris would have listened. Outlander, we should speak. I think we can help one another. The Morag Tong agent. She cares deeply for Veya, doesn't she? It takes great courage to go against your heart and do what you know is best. You both did that by protecting the Council. For that, you have my thanks. A series of regrettable decisions led to this family tragedy, and most of them were made by Eris Relith. I knew of Ulron's compassion concerning the Ashlanders. It was unorthodox, but not worthy of the punishment meted out. Eris was wrong. Eris convinced Briven to test Ulron. Then the two of them decided to slaughter the Ashlanders. Oh, the Council allowed itself to be convinced that exile was an appropriate punishment, but we were wrong to let it go as far as it did. I didn't say that, but we're not butchers. We do not hire mercenary thugs to wipe out an entire people. This gathering was to deal with that. Eris planned to step down, and we were going to demote Briven for the part he played. House Redoran behaved poorly. Morag Tong rules were violated. I suggest we make sure these details never see the light of day. Leave the bodies where they are. We will say that Veya died protecting her father and the Council from the War Claws. Cooperate with House Redoran and hold your tongues. It's as simple as that. I shall return to the Council meeting and conclude our business. When we're finished, I expect you and Naryu to both be gone. That is all.
I'm not sure about this. It's a generous offer, but those are some big secrets to sweep under a rug. Besides, Vea isn't dead. At least the High Counselor thinks we killed her. The deal hinges upon all of us forgetting this sorry mess ever happened. Besides, once Vea regains her senses, there's every likelihood that she'll try to kill the Counselors again. When have I ever been able to convince Vea to do anything she didn't want to do? There's veteran blood on Vea's hands. Once the Morag Tong ties those unauthorized murders to her, she's as good as dead anyway, and more than that. I don't see many options. We can either finish off Vea now, and go along with the High Counselor's deception, or we slip out of here with Vea and send her far, far away. She broke her vows and deserves to die. I know that, but it still feels wrong. You're right. If anyone's to blame for all this, it's me. I wasn't a good enough mentor. If for no other reason, Vea deserves a second chance. Look, you need to leave. We'll meet back in Bolmra. And Hiro. Thanks. Go on. I'll get her out of here before the Council notices and meet you in Bolmra.
How many times have I told you not to stick your blade in your apprentices, Naryu? She'll live, but she can't stay here. Not after what she's done.
I've got that covered. Vea won't be staying in Vardenfell. Ashur did an outstanding job. For an assassin, he's got a gift for the healing arts. Vea's going to live. Now I just have to convince her to listen to me this time. And as far as she knows, she did. Now Vea needs to disappear. Otherwise, both Redrin and the Morag Tong will go after her. Believe me, nobody survives that kind of attention. Vea didn't ask for everything that happened. She only wanted justice. I've arranged for a ship captain I know to meet us in Vivec City. From there, Vea will sail to Somerset and rendezvous with an associate of mine. He's kind of furry and a bit of an arse, but he's good people. He'll take care of Vea. As long as everyone sticks to the bargain, I go about my usual business. A writ here, a nice bath there, maybe a few intimate encounters along the way to relieve the tension, you understand? I just hope Vea's good with all this. She has... Always, hero. Oh, hey, I want you to have this. Something to remember me by until we meet again. I hope you don't leave here with the impression that all dark elves are conniving dirtbags. Some of us are also kind of sexy.
Nari... What happened?
Quiet, Vea. Rest now. We can talk later.
This goes against every protocol, but I couldn't let poor Vea bleed to death. I patched all the holes you people put in her, and she should recover given time.
May the stars guide you through ash and storm, or some other such nonsense.
Dias just wants the fighting to stop. Me? I want it to go on forever.
You'll never understand the battleground until you see the games firsthand. Of course. Now, we may have...
I sell only the fine...
Bueno, ¿qué es lo que... da recompensa a jugar el PvE? ¿PvP?
Warriors coming together, battling it out, bonding with allies and respecting their force. That's what the Pact is all about.
House Redoran.
House Redoran!
Honor for the house.
Twin-Tan-X, zona, gremio, Hellish Council.
Chale, pero no tengo la misión de eso, ¿no?
Will-C4815, zona, motivo de artesanía 101, arcos de la Brigada de Marfil. Will-C4815, zona, motivo de artesanía 101, dagas de la Brigada de Marfil. Will-C4815, zona, WPS3KH. Valkyrie Avenged, Zona, pod both please. Berserker Hell, Zona, anyone have Nern trait on Resto for research?
ahorita la lavo.
What will become of me?
Está lleno de hongos.
Wii-C4815, zona, diagrama, pedestal daédrico, ritual. Wii-C4815, zona, receta, plato de frutas y queso de primada. Will-C4815, zona, receta, hojas de parra rellenas. Will-C4815, zona, free. Berserkerel, zona, runa mundana. Berserkerel, zona, WTS.
What is it?
One more day, that is all I am. You mean to spend some time in Voss? I wouldn't linger if I were you. You don't have scales or fur, so you should be safe for a time. But if Savarak and his lackeys smell a whiff of danger on you... The new wizard magistrate. When Mistress Dratha fell ill, House Telvanni put Savarak in charge of Voss. It was all honey and orchids for a time, but not anymore. The people are desperate for Dratha to return. Openly? No. Some work against him in secret. But he sicks his black snail mercenaries on anyone who opposes him publicly. Don't believe me? Ask him yourself. He covets Telmora Tower, but until Dratha dies, he holds court in the Gathering House. Keep your wits around Savarak. He's slippery as a slaughterfish, and twice as deadly. She's one of the oldest, most powerful Telvanni counselors and a ruler of nearby Telmora. The great fungal tower just across the river. She ruled Voss and lands beyond until she fell ill. Some people think it's just old age. I'm not so sure. 1,000 times yes. Our mistress has a mixed reputation. Outsiders often say she is cold and calculating. That may be, but I don't mind. She cares for us from a distance. We pray for her recovery every day. If Dratha dies, I fear that Voss will die with her. He's a member of House Telvanni, like Mistress Dratha. Mistress Dratha is powerful but reclusive. Savarak's a little more ambitious. Technically, yes. Luckily, Mistress Dratha's mouth, Lane Sadri, has been working against him in secret. We're lucky to have her. Savarak can sniff out a conspiracy like a Nixox sniffs out truffles. Without Lane, we'd probably be dead already.
I do hope you'll forgive my candor, but I must ask, what brings a bumbling outlander to my gathering house? Do you fancy yourself a Telvanni mage? No, I think not. You may take your leave. Immediately. Ah, I see the Noir is well informed. If you know that I am Savarak, you must also know that I rule Voss as its wizard magistrate. Do you bring me some petition, or is this just a social visit? Have a care how you speak, Outlander. It is true that certain of Voss's citizens have struggled during this period of transition, but I'm hardly to blame. They've taken Dratha's illness very hard. It's led to idleness and crude insubordination. Someone has to. Dratha's mouth, Lane Sargery, refuses to assist me. She just lurks by her mistress's bedside in Tel Mora, scheming and fomenting unrest. People in crisis require a firm hand. If that offends your gentle sensibilities, move on.
Arms for an unworthy nigger.
That new adept demanded unrestricted access to the mistress's books. Between you and me, I think he's a spy. He went outside, complaining of a smell no one else can sense. It's a convenient excuse to meet with his contact, if you ask me.
I'll check in on her again in the morning. For now, just get some rest, eh? You look awful.
Yes, thank you, Manuendo. And please let me know straight away if you make any progress on the cure.
Of course. And I meant what I said. Sleep, Lane.
Yes, yes. And who might you be? It takes some pluck to enter a Telvanni tower uninvited. Impressive. I'm Lane Sadri, mouth to the glorious Mistress Dratha. What is it you want, Outlander? The situation? The catastrophe, more like. Savarak and his black snail mercenaries are strangling the life out of that town. I do what I can, but Savarak has the support of the Council. My hands... Savarik won the support of the council shortly after my mistress fell ill. I've always known him to be clever and enterprising, but all this wealth and muscle, that's new. Despots rule with swords and coin. Savarik has an abundance of both. I don't, but I think we can find some answers in Savarik's manse. He's turned the old Berino house into a palace and a fortress. If you break in and find some evidence of corruption, I might be able to turn the council against him. I wish I knew. Our resident herbalist, Menwendel, has been developing on a variety of cures. She's capable, brilliant even, but my confidence wanes. We know the illness deadens the mind and causes rigors in the limbs, but beyond that, we're stumped. This can't possibly be the first time someone's asked you to snoop through a wizard's manse. Just look for anything that seems out of place. Official documents often provide clues on this sort of thing. Letters too. You'll know it when you see it.
Portator and incarnate must rise. I have to prepare. I have to...
Please, I need to buy food. What?
DDD 345678GGHHJ, Zona, Gremio, Cats of a Moonlight's Ball.
What?
Another vagrant. Next time, commit your crimes elsewhere.
What do you want?
What?
What do you want?
You're back? I admit I didn't expect you to return. Forgive me. It's hard to know who to trust these days. It seems you actually do mean to help us. Honestly, what kind of idiot leaves this many documents lying about? Still nothing about my mistress's illness. Damn. Well, what do we know? House Halalu is bankrolling Savaric's operation. His wealth and mercenaries arrive via Selville Island. Right, with someone named Narandus, yes? The Halalu's hatchet man here in Voss, no doubt. If they're using passphrases, they must not know each other by name or by face. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Exactly. Find Narandus near the wharf and use this passphrase. I'll have the few house guards still loyal to Mistress Strother make sure no one approaches. We don't want the real contact to muck things up. Learn what you can, then make a swift exit.
Did you meet the new commander?
About fetching time, well? But the stench remains. You Telvanni servants. Late, always late. Our plot to kill Dratha proceeds at a snail's pace. I blame myself, in part. Telmora's fungal growth has proven to be more resilient to the toxin than I expected. Of course we are! To release lethal spores! What moon sugar cart did they drag you out of? I'm near to finishing the new toxin, but I need to know the current status of the infection. Examine the deceased nodule at the tower's base and report back.
¿Dónde la vas?
Pity my misery.
Who did I offend to get this post? I can't see the Magister. The steward gives me the barest access to her books, and I can't focus with that smell. Musty, rotting vegetable stench in the tower. I have a sensitive nose. The smell is subtle, but once you notice, it gnaws at you. I had to come out...
You still have your head on your shoulders, so it can't have gone all that poorly. Did you manage to learn anything? What? Those fetching bastards! The answer was right here the whole time. Mistress, forgive me. Look, I'm no slouch when it comes to magic, but fungal infections are well outside my area of expertise. She established a small nursery beside the tower. With any luck, she'll be there. If not, ask her assistant Grey Skies. Please don't dawdle. I'm not sure how much longer my mistress can hold on. I'll contact the Telvanni Council immediately. I'm sure they'll love to hear about Savarek's tawdry affair with those gold pinchers in House Halalu. If I know the Council, and I do, Savarek will be feeding the shroom beetles by week's end. Indeed. The citizens of Vos will be free to go about their lives in peace. Although for Vos to truly flourish, we must also restore my Mistress Droffa to proper health.
There's someone there. Please, help me. Down here.
EY4K32K, zona, 2000 ICP. EY4K32K, zona, gremio, X Magic.
It's you. Hist be praised. Savarek set those black snail thugs on us. A half dozen of them. I tried to. Sorry, just... let me catch my breath. They took her. She didn't make it easy. Bit one of their ears off and broke a flask over another one's face. But in the end, they were just too much for her. The leader kept shouting not to kill her. Said someone named Narandas needed her alive. I heard one of them mention a hideout along the coast. There are a few old pirate dens south of here. Maybe they've claimed one. And Wendell knows more about the fungal towers than anyone. Hist only knows what they have planned for her.
You in-faced brute! I have moldy bread and I'm not afraid to use it! Wait, I've seen you before. Oh, sorry about the in-face thing. Your face is really quite... I don't know. Never mind. I'm glad you're here. I was just preparing to make my escape. Should be a lot easier now. Why are you here anyway? Did Grey Sky send you? Well, that's gross. Looks like it was stitched to the lowest stalk, but these striae... Oh no, it's the spores! The growth bent spores into the tower that... Never mind. I think I can help Dratha, but I need a sample of the toxin they used. Narandis is hiding in here somewhere. If you deal with him, these brutes will scatter like roaches under a lantern. Now, I can make it back to Voss on my own. You give these bastards a good drubbing, find that toxin, and meet me back at Tel Mora.
run out!
O sea, ¿por qué sigue?
Meddler! Imposter! You won't leave this cabin alive! blaze!
Burn it!
Light it up!
There you are! I gave Mistress Dratha some chokeweed bitters to slow the effect of the spores, but this is like binding a troll's hands with fishing twine. Did you bring the toxin sample I asked for? I can't brew an antidote without it. Perfect. I'll get to work on this right away. Oh, one other thing. Lane took off toward Vos with a handful of guardsmen. I think they mean to arrest that Guar's ass, Savarik. She might need your help. If you find that oaf, give him a good kick in the nether for me. Ifra knows how long it's going to take me to clean up my nursery.
Savarik's gone. Damn that slippery bastard. We tossed his manse, the gathering house, the wharf. We turned the whole damn town upside down and nothing. He can't have just vanished. What did we miss? Of course, his Black Snail mercenaries have been resupplying there. That must be where he's headed. Selville Island is just east of the tower. If he manages to get away, I'll never forgive myself. It will take me too long to gather up all the town guards. I need you to go after him. Please, Sarah, make sure he doesn't board that ship.
Pero ¿me vas a pagar o es gratis todo lo que estoy haciendo?
Meddlesome brat! Draka may survive, but I'll make sure you won't.
Berserker, zona, WTS. Berserker, zona, motivo de artesanía 105, mazas del juramento carmesí. Berserker, zona, pechera de la custodia de Exos.
No hay nada en esta isla. What?
You're back. My mistress and I fared the worst. Is it over? Is Savaric slain? What a relief. With Mistress Droffer's approval, I'll send runners to nearby towns and let the people know it's safe to return. Thank you, my friend. Truly. Take this, and I believe my Mistress Droffer would like a proper word as well.
Es lo malo del inventario, chinga. Siento fotografía.
You're back. What? Monsieur, this is the warrior I told you about. The one that exposed the Hilali plot and struck down Savaric.
Let me get a better look at you. Your eyes are wrong, but your palms seem clean enough. I have a task for you. If you succeed, you'll earn the favor of a Telvanni counselor and a treasure from you. In all my long years, the thought of death has rarely troubled me. But thanks to Savaric, I've gained new perspective. My illness took me to the brink of the void, the tip of the scythe. I find that people lead much happier lives when they don't trouble themselves with details. Now, Vardenfell is littered with Daedric shrines. 7 of these shrines contain powerful magicked stones. You must find these stones and bring them to me. The task I've set before you won't be easy. These shrines lie near and far. Some are little more than piles of brickwork, while others extend deep underground. Even so, I'm confident you'll find what I'm looking for. The Stones of Cold Fire.
Creo que tengo varias de esas 3 o 4.
Plans? No, of course not. I'll leave them to their business just as I always have. I'm sure they did. You'd like an explanation, wouldn't you? Fine. You want to earn people's love. Here's the secret. Just leave them alone. Treat them like adults, even when they act like children. Yes. Believe me, it's a rare and wonderful thing to live under the protection of a disinterested ruler. Self-determination. It'll be all the rage in a millennium or two, I guarantee it. Now, are we finished? So you're a scholar as well. I certainly wouldn't have predicted that. Before the tribunal showed up, we Dunmer worshipped the Daedra. They raised no small amount of havoc, but they also left us valuable gifts. Nothing until they rest side by side. If a mage manages to wake all seven, well, let's just say their powers of persuasion are put to the test. Of course not. Why should I be? The powers of Oblivion hold no great mysteries for mages like me, and House Telvanni has
Spartacus
no
_rocks,
time for
Zona,
folklore and
Chrome Plat,
childish
3K,
superstitions.
Zircon Plat,
What's the
750G,
point of power
Perfect
left
Row
unclaimed?
9K, Hikijo 5.5K, Ethereal Dust 75K, Drug Wax 1.5K, Rosin 1.6K, Kuda 1.8K, Temp 1.4K, Mastic 80G, Mundane Rune 250G, Cornflower 50G, Heartwood 100G, Columbine 100G, I buying Send COD, 4 gold.
Interesante, los test de fuego no me... Vi 4 creo. Faltan 3. Creo que no está bien.